Oh, Walmart Spark tip baiting is out of control. Like, for real. Ever since they added in that feature where we can look back at our completed orders, you know, ones that have been completed 24 hours. You go into the completed, tap the order number, you know, it shows you the number, you tap that. And I'm seeing a lot more of, you know, they got the cross, they got the slashed out, the tip, and then they show you the new amount next to it. It's $0. Like, this is ridiculous. I just searched through, I should try and show some examples here, but I just searched through one day, yesterday, I think I had 3 people tip bait. 3. I think it's worse on the pickup and delivery ones. I think it's more prominent there. I think it's less when you do shopping orders. But regardless, it's just crazy. We're literally losing out on a good portion of what we think we're making. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to get a regular job, folks. Like these companies, so shady. Walmart just lessened the base pay too. So, you know, we're pretty much doing these for base pay, it seems like now, because of a majority of our orders are getting tip baited. And you go to the Facebook groups, and you go to the Reddit, or Reddit's a little, they control too much, or they won't let you talk about earnings. It's kind of stupid, but you go to the Facebook groups and everyone's talking, a lot of people are talking about, it's like, oh yeah, tip baiting's rampant. It's like, I didn't realize how bad it was. And I see comments in the YouTube videos, ones that I watched, and they're saying, like, oh yeah, I added it all up with the tips, and it was like $350, and then it comes time, and it's like $100 less. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So I try and stick to shop and delivers now, because at least the base pay is okay on those. If the tip comes in, it's a bonus. But man, it's like we're delivering to low quality people here or something. Just people who have no quarrels with removing their tip. It's just crazy to me. And I even try and deliver to the nice neighborhoods. And I wonder, well, is it something I did? You know, and I don't think it is. I think it's just some shady customers, because I don't do anything different. Especially, I think this is why I think it's worse. The tip baiting is worse with the pickup ones. It's because the pickers miss stuff all the time. When especially like they have a staging area, and frozen stuff has to go into a freezer, and sometimes they even forget. Yet that Saturday, and I talked to the guy. He didn't remove the tip though. He had all of his cold items missing. And they just load up the car. You know, I don't see. Should I start checking more? I guess so. Because I swear to God, these Walmart employees are like, they don't care. They're paid by the hour, you know? They don't really care. It's kind of shitty. But yeah, man, like, I did one. It was $25. The full total was $37. And one person took away their $15 tip. Zeroed it out. Still got $10 from someone, but so it still ended up paying okay. But it's like, geez, man, that's horrible. That's absolutely cruel. You can do that. Like, we're expecting to get paid that, and they don't. Like, you keep doing it, there's gonna be no drivers around to do this shit anymore. It's like, this is bullshit. No, there'll still be drivers. There'll be stupid suckers out there, but I don't know. It's time to get something else, though. It's time to get some other job. I can't deal with this, like, not actually making what I'm actually making crap, you know? Is that what I think I'm making, you know? But no, I want y'all, go into your completed orders, click on the orders, make sure it's been 24 hours, because that's when it is. That's how long the customer has to edit the tip. And go ahead and go through them all and just check. See how many tip baiters you got. You probably didn't even realize. I didn't realize. I was like, what the? $7 missing here, $5 missing there. They're just all taking them away. It's like, my God. And like I said, they're mostly on the pickup ones, so I'm just assuming that the Walmart workers are just rolling through, throwing shit in, that it's like not even close to substitute to what they wanted. And then the customers are pissed and they take it out on us. We just fucking deliver, you know? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But no, it's bullshit. Yeah, I just don't. So, and unfortunately, the shopping delivers are getting worse. They're getting tons more items. It's probably because Walmart's like, hey, these orders are higher quality, you know, than when our own employees do it. They probably know that, and they shouldn't be lessening the pay because they don't have to pay a worker, and they just have to pay us. But that's how shady these companies are. It's horseshit. It's like if you just have to pay us and not some worker to go shop for it too, then that makes the whole operation cheaper. And they know that. Then why are they making the orders way more items? They're making them way more items. And they're making them farther distance, and they're making them less pay. And the customers are putting in fake tips. It's rancid. Absolutely rancid Walmart. I can't believe it. No, yeah, corrupt company, man. Just corrupt. All these companies, all these delivery apps are just super corrupt. It's horrible. I don't know. I'm not sure if it'd be any better at doing anything else, but it's really too bad because I like doing the delivery, you know. Once I started doing it, I was like, hey, this is great, you know. I like doing this. I like sit in the car, listen to my own stuff. Being good like that, you know what I'm saying? But these horrible companies, man. But anyway, I'm gonna go do this shopping order. Tip $7. We'll see if it stays. God, such baloney. So that's all very motivating. Tip baiting. Yeah, you just never know. It's a gamble if someone's gonna give you a tip or not. I don't know. I'd still say that most of the orders are not, but like I see in the Facebook groups, Chelsea looks too, and she says a lot of people from the South actually get tip baited a lot more. Like most of their tips are gone or something like that. But you know, that's could be a rarity too. You know, but yeah, you know, it does make me want to get a regular job. You just have to wonder how they're stealing from you there, because everyone's always stealing from you, it seems like. That's a rather negative view on life, but you know, in some way, you know, are we ever getting paid what we're worth? You know, intrinsically, you know, human value, no, but you know, skill based, probably. Especially if you're a delivery driver, it's probably just what we have to expect, unfortunately. But I think Walmart does need to change their systems. You know, for us to be penalized if it is an issue with the store, you know, is unfair. We are literally just paid to drive to the customer's house, to the store, pick it up, drive to the customer's house, get loaded up. We don't load up. We're not supposed to. You know, we can, and I help sometimes, most of the time actually, but you know, it's like sometimes you just don't look at the list, you know, because you know the guy, and you think you're cool with them, but then you find out the Walmart employee might be, yeah, they screwed up, you know, but they didn't pay attention either. It's just mundane, you know. And if that is the case, then you know, fair enough for the customer to take away the tip. You know, they didn't get all they wanted, now they have to reorder and they have to pay another tip. You know, it's like, so I would get that. I get that. But for the ones where it's like nothing was wrong, you know, I mean, even still, even if something was wrong, it's like you just paid to drop it off. Like that should be like Walmart, you know, taking the hit on that, but they won't. Even the customer gets refunded, so it's like we just wasted our gas for what we thought, you know, was going to be decent pay, and now it's not. So it's just crummy all the way around, really. But yeah, so Chelsea told me, she sent me a text and said that she was tip paid. She went through her week and she was out $44, which is crummy. She didn't even work that much this week, so that's quite a decent chunk. I mean, I think she's up to like $550 this week now, and so she would have been at $600. It's like, that's a decent chunk and change, man. It's like, that's not fair. How is that fair? It's not. I'm holding my camera, that's why it's all shaky. But yeah, I went through mine, and I'm about $40 too. It's like, it's crummy. It's really crummy. So just gotta start looking through it for an exit here. It's like, I don't like this type of work, man. I like it, but I don't like getting cheated and having to do crappy orders, and the orders just keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And yeah. So tell me what you guys think. Go through your guys' history of orders and start adding it up and see how much money you're missing. Might be surprised, might be let down. Maybe you don't want to look at it. It's kind of a bummer. You know, you're thinking like, especially like if you see the customer too. It's like, and I saw both the customers for that one was tip baited, and one of them was grumpy, and one of them just like ordered so much. Oh my god, it was an extra large order. I was really hoping it wasn't them that tip baited, but I don't know. I don't know which customer did. I have a feeling it wasn't that one. It was the grumpy one, which I don't even know why they were grumpy. They just got out of their car. I pulled up while they were getting out of their car, and then they just hurried and scurried into their garage, and I never saw them again. She said, "Oh, you just leave it at the porch," and I was like saying, like, "Oh, I just gotta take a picture of it." And she said, "Oh, you just leave it at the porch." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I didn't say yeah, I know. I said, "Yep, okay." And, you know, it wasn't mean or anything. I do what I usually do, and just a bitter person probably, or who knows? Maybe they didn't get half their order and I just missed it. So, man, it's crummy. It's crummy. What can we do about it though? You know, I'm just like try and call the driver support. And it's like, you know, you complain so much to them that just, you know, they'll deactivate you or something. I talked to another driver and she said that, oh, you just got to keep calling. No, you don't keep calling, but you have to get to tier 2. And they said that they gave her money, but she was out like $30-something from one order, and they gave it to her. I was like, really? That happened? So I don't know. Try calling. I should try calling. I don't really want to, but you know, at some point, Walmart's got to take accountability. And they don't have to. I mean, they obviously don't want to, but it's like, you're going to lose good drivers if people keep doing this, and it gets worse. I understand times are tough, but like, why are you taking out on the person driving you your stuff? It's like, that's so cruel. Like, we are wasting gas, and gas is expensive. We're wasting our time. It's rough. It's horrible. It's horrible. Absolutely terrible. People who do that, it's terrible. And I've read some justifications for it too, like, oh, you got the reason. Oh, I hope I wasn't covering up the speaker this whole time. That'd be some justification for it. I was like, oh, that's what we have to do. We have to bring up this high amount so that we can actually get it delivered. And it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't be delivering from so far away or something like that. I don't know. It's like, yeah, what you want, you have to pay somebody for that. You know, it's like, it's a market. You know, it's like, it's a luxury. Too, it's like, you don't want to do it, so that means it must be worth something, but it's not worth the amount that it's actually, you know, I don't know, it's ridiculous. So they understand the worth, and so that's why they add the correct tip to it, and then they take it away. It's like, that's just insane to me, you know what I'm saying? And in a market system that you're able to take away the amount that made that order worth it, it's just cruel. These customers, people do that. There's no justification for it. There's none. Like, what? No. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, y'all. Tired of this crap. Oh, jeez. Well, anyway. Yeah, it's just you can't fight that you might live far away. And it does cost a bit extra because of the miles. It's mileage, man. It's all mileage. That's what it is. So, you gotta pay it. Walmart's gotta pay it. But no, they're just decreasing their amount. So are the customers. Making it worse for us.
Yeah, I think a solution to the tip baiting would be to stop, like, get rid of the 24-hour time period. And I don't know what it looks like on the customer side. Like, do they actually, like, does Walmart send them a notification like, oh, this is how much you wanted for the tip? Is this okay? You know, after 24 hours, and it's like, of course, after 24 hours, it's like, yeah, I want the money back. I want that $7 back. You know, oh God, does that really make or break the order? That's so crazy. But yeah, God, just get rid of that whole time period. Do what Uber does, like give at least like at most an hour, maybe two. You know, it's like we don't. Why do you even need that? And that's why I think ultimately we need to change the term here, the language that we're using. We need to get rid of the term tip. And I've been saying this for a while. Other people might have said it too, but I agree if they did, and if I'm copying them, I don't know. But it needs to be called, I think I heard it, no, I don't think I've heard many people say it. Okay, I'll call it a bid. Let me start calling these things a bid, because that's what they are, you know? We're looking at the order, we see the tip amount, dollar amount, and we're like, yes, I will take the order for this amount. You know, and then to be able to take that away, like, it doesn't make sense. So that's why we need to call it a bid. It's like, you are bidding for someone to come and pick up your stuff and deliver it to you, you know? It needs to be called a bid. That's just, change the language, change how people look at it. Tip is deceptive. It, you know, to ensure prompt service. So that's usually it's an after the fact thing. And the whole culture of tipping is screwed up. We need to change it to bid, because we are contractual drivers. And, we need to be treated as stuff. Like contractors put a bid out, you know, like, or customers put a bid out, and I think contractors accept, you know, something like that. And it shouldn't be much different for what we are doing. And for the customer to remove the amount that was agreed upon at the acceptance after you've done the work is rancid. In what other sector of business would that be allowed? And they get away with it because they call it a tip. It's not a tip. You tip after, not before. It's a bid. It's a bid, folks. That's what it is. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I'll talk to you later. I gotta turn on Spark here, see if I get a good one. I'm just gonna be looking for base pay. I obviously you can't count on tips if the base pay is good for the mileage, for the amount that you're gonna be that you're gonna be doing. That's what you have to do. You can't be taking orders, going to do stuff based on what it might be. You see an $8 order with a $20 tip. No, don't do that. No matter the mileage. I don't know. I'm starting to think that way. I don't trust it. I want to get paid $8. Because obviously, it's getting worse. Tip bidding is getting more rampant. More people find out about it. Time to get harder. It's gonna happen more and more, unless Walmart does something about it. Which I don't think they're really incentivized to do so currently, unless things get bad for them. But it's been years. And they haven't corrected it. You know. And just based on the fact that, you know, Walmart likes to take chunks, they might even be stealing these tips. Who knows? But you know, they added in the branch wallet, which takes another chunk out of your money, unless you want to wait another like 3 or 5 days to get your money. Of course, you're not going to do that. So they take a chunk out when you want to do instant deposit. There's so many things that they added that made it inconvenient and terrible for the driver. And I don't know, these businesses, man, I think they all figured out, like, hey, these people are morons. You know, a lot of them are morons, and a lot of the drivers, you know, and they'll take whatever. They'll, like, if you make them afraid about their acceptance rate, they'll take whatever. It's like, yeah, acceptance rate bullshit. You know, just wait on the hour to 20 every hour. And if you don't get a good one, that's probably because your market wasn't busy, you know, or there wasn't enough offers. If you're not in a saturated market, if your market's not saturated, then you shouldn't have to worry about acceptance rate. But if they are hiring more people though everywhere, making it worse. So that's where acceptance rate might start to matter. But God, they're gonna do what DoorDash did, and look what DoorDash is now. It's some shell of itself. Only like crackheads do the deliveries now, and they, you know. Sorry, I shouldn't say only crackheads do it now, but because there are probably a lot of good ones, but I don't know. Taking orders for $3, it's like, that's insane. I'm not even arriving at the store for under $5. Anyway, hope you have a good one. Peace out. Don't take bad orders. Watch out for tip baiters. Make sure the base pay makes sense.